it is Connie. Welcome to Hatchsput Economics, Financial Freedom and Economic Empowerment for Women of Color. Okay, guys, you can sneak too if you got some men here. So when I was in the group last time having a discussion, we talked about medical sales. Now, this is the highest paid career that you can do in the United States of America and not have a college degree. You will have some companies that say associates required, bachelor's required, but you still have quite a few companies that do not care about that. They just care about your ability to sell, interact, be approachable, create long-lasting networks, and just be somebody that people want to talk to. So if you got good people skills, if you are able to communicate to people, if you are able to interact with people, if you're organized, if you are consistent, you can be extremely successful in medical sales. I got into medical sales a few months ago, and it is amazing. I'm going to tell you, my company is Mass Medical. I have an Instagram page for it, and my device is $130,000. It's basically a high definition sculpture device, and for everyone I sell, I get about 10% commission. So that's about $13,000 to $14,000. And my goal is about 2 to 4 devices a month. And I just got started. So guys, there's a lot of money in this. And it is the highest paid. From the research I've done, there is nothing else in the United States of America that pays this much money for not having a college degree. Okay, if you have an associate or a business degree, you can just slide up in there like a DM. You could slide right up in there because this is a lucrative industry. It needs diversity. There's absolutely like no African Americans in this industry, and especially there's very few African American women. So for companies that are looking to diversify, it's a great win-win for us. So I just want to read this to you so you can see that I'm not exaggerating. All right. So I hope you guys can see it clear. It says today, according to the 2015 Medical Sales Salary Report, professionals working in medical sales jobs earn an average income of $141,464 with an average base salary of $80,681. Did you guys hear that? That is ridiculous. Those figures can vary significant through, and this report explores how and why. So you're talking about this is just for the sales. This is not management. This is not a supervisor. These are what people are making in sales. The base, which means this is their core pay. When they get commission, 141. That is crazy. Right now, I'm on a full commission basis because I can't commit to a full-time job because I have so many ventures. But this is definitely something people of color should get into. It's just amazing. Even if I don't care what you're doing. If you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, or if you're in any type of medical field, and you can also slide right up in here real easy. So let me just show you really quickly. I don't plan to make this a long video. What it looks like. All right. It says, how much do medical reps earn? And it says, I'll read it for you. It pays to work in medical sales according to the 5th annual medical.com sales report. Medical sales professions continue to earn impressive incomes. More than 3,000 medical sales professionals participated in this study, which examines average medical sales salary and how they are impacted by factors such as products sold, type of employer, amount of travel, and even things like age and gender. See the high-level data below and visit medrep.com to view the full report. So I'm actually going to put this link inside, but I just want you guys to look at this shit. All right. The average and median income. The average base was $80,681. The average total was 141. All right. That's what I'm showing you. All right. And now a medium base is 75,000 on the lower end, and a medium total with commission 125. And it shows you other metrics like by product, by job title, by employer. So this is talking about the entry level. If you look back up here, it's not even designating it to the higher end of the spectrum. You're talking about the entry level. You're talking about the medium. They didn't even go into like the ridiculous, higher end paying people. So top income sold by product, top income by title. So if you look here, that's what I want to show you. So look at the incomes. Do you not see $250,000? And it shows you the average base. So if you're a sales director of medical sales. Your average base is 142,540, and with your bonus, okay, it pushes you up to 214,000. That's the average base of a director of VP. And there are people in this genre who did not go to college. Let's just say they were a medical sales rep for a couple of years. Let's say they worked their way up. And it's not hard to work your way up, because if you could sell, you could sell. If you could sell, people don't really care. They're going to push you up the ladder. All right. So these are people that manage national accounts. All right. Their average salary starts about 132,000, looks like. The print is really small, and the bonus is about 57,000. So by the time you're done, $199,000. And sales managers, just basic sales managers, so their salary is about 100, and it looks like 111,000, and their bonus is 68,000, and it looks like altogether 180,000. So it even shows you by age and income, all that stuff, by gender, year over year income, medical sales perks. So now I'm going to click on this, and it's going to take me to, easier to read. So this is a 2017 7th annual medical sales report. And you can see that its salary actually increased. So while people are suffering in the economy, 2017 marks the 7th year MedReps has conducted an annual medical sales rep salary report. According to the most recent research in 2017, the average medical sales rep total compensation is $147,424. Are you guys listening to me? I hope I'm not talking to myself. The average rep total compensation is $147,424, and the average base out of that entire salary is $95,791, with an average bonus of $53,405. So you can see right there, okay? Average base, $95,791. Average total, $147,424. It is ridiculous. And you're talking about, there's people that have college degrees and don't ever reach these numbers in 5 years. So if you're going to go to school, how about you go to school for this? How about you take business sales or get a certification? How about you do that? If you're actually going to go to college. So this is what kills me, is that there's a lot of people making a killing in this industry because there's no competition. I've met medical sales reps that are working for 2 to 3 companies as a freelancer, because there's not enough people to work in this field. Like, nobody knows about this field. So you got a few people Pac-Maning up, Pac-Man, eating all the dots, okay? So the survey talks about the age. So the average age of a medical sales rep is about 31 and 40, 35%. Then you got people, this is the part that hurts me. You got people, 12%, between the age of 20 and 30 in this field. Do you understand when I say college? If you stay this far, who do you think this is? This is not minorities. You got a very, very, very intelligent few, 12% population between the age of 20 and 30 who are in there making a killing. All right, so that's a big chunk. Then 16% is ages 51 to 60. All right, 35% is ages 41 to 50. And another 35. So 35 between the ages of 31 to 50, it's basically the majority of the people. So that's a broad spectrum. And you got a pretty decent chunk, in my opinion, for people that are, 20 and 30. Like, how many 20-year-olds do you hear saying, I want to be medical sales? And that's why I say the industry is lying, and the industry is trying to block out minorities. Because how many 20-year-olds have a bachelor's degree? I got you. Who shot you? Who shot you? How many people that are 20 years old have a bachelor's degree? Like, I think the earliest you can graduate college is 23, 24. And that's if you go straight through like a hammer. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. There are people that are getting into this field quietly. And this is why I don't believe most success videos. This is why I don't believe it. This is why I'm so passionate with you ladies, because I'm telling you the truth. I'm showing you the receipt. I will always show you the receipt. I will never lie to you. I will never do propaganda to you. Look at this. You got 12% of people in a field that pays well over 6 figures, and they are 20 years old. So don't be despaired when you go look at the job descriptions and you see ones that say college, college, college. That's bullshit, because 12% of people in the industry are 20 years old to 30. That's no, no. And I never even met anyone in college that said medical sales. So no. Look at the experience, okay? Now this is where I want you to look. So you got people making well over 6 figures. And I know people with degrees who have experience not making 6 figures. So let's start. 33% of people in this field have 11 to 20 years experience, okay? Then 21% of people in this field have 6 to 10 years experience. Then 21% only have 2 to 5 years experience. And you got 11% less than 2 years. So you got a big chunk of people. It's not that dominating. You would think with this type of salary, it'll be like 40, 50%, at least 14 years or more experience. Look at that. 20 years or more, it's only 14%. So you got people making a ridiculous amount of money, and they're not even in the industry that long. Do you understand that people are in this industry at 2 years making 6 figures, 2 to 5 years making 6 figures? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? For most careers, 2 to 5 years is entry level. So now we're seeing, this is what I wanted you to see. All right. So the average person does travel for this job, and travel could be up to 74%. So it depends. I travel only through New York, Long Island, Queens, New Jersey. I don't go crazy because that's just my choice. You're a free agent when you work here. So look at this. 30% of everyone in the field is female. Okay. 70% of everyone in the field is male. 4-year degree or higher, about 96% of the people who do it have a 4-year degree or higher. But you don't need a degree, because look, it doesn't even talk about what type of degree you need. You can have a lunchbox degree. You can have a degree of cats and hamsters. So that's not even a point. And it talks to you about what type of fields. So if you work in health and IT, your compensation average is 176. Biotech, your compensation is 162. This is what Connie does right here. Medical or surgical sales, total compensation is 159. So it goes on and on and on and on. And it's really interesting because like it's crazy. Those with over 20 years of experience make a lot more than rookies. Their average total compensation is 168, 983 versus 101 for those with less than 2 years experience. So I think 101 is a high salary for somebody with 2 years or less experience. So if you look right here, just starting in the field, that would be me. The first 2 years, your base is 70, your bonus is 33, and you make a total compensation. Look how much your salary jumps in 2 to 5 years. Look at that. 128 in 6 to 10 years, 157, 11 to 20 years. That's a huge jump. If you look within 20 years, if you work in this field with experience, you can have a $70,000 raise. That's crazy. Okay. I don't see anybody else offering this type of thing. Now, if you look for females, males do get paid more. They get higher base, higher commission. So this is the male salary. This is the female salary. And if you look at race and ethnicity, this is the part. If you guys are here long enough, please make sure you watch this whole video. 87% of respondents are white or Caucasian. This is why I'm trying to tell you, white people keep secrets. White people, if you watching, I don't blame you one fucking bit. Y'all keep secrets. Look at this. Look at this. Look. 87% of respondents are white and Caucasian. Only 4% is Hispanic. Only 4% is Black, and 2% is Asian. Then 1% American Indian or Alaskan Native, and 2% other. If you add up every other demographic, it wouldn't even still be half of the white people. And isn't it funny? Let me just fix myself. Isn't it kind of funny? No one talks about this field. Don't you find it kind of funny that nobody mentions this field? You guys are going to college, going into debt. You could even do this part-time. You could sell a couple of devices and pay off your degree, like me. You can do that, okay? But they don't tell you this. And this is why I say I don't believe in college for people of color. If you're not talking about being a doctor, lawyer, engineer, architect. And if you truly have a passion to do something, by all means, you have my support. I am a fellow master's Ivy League holder. I have a bachelor's in business. I truly support that. But if I can go back, I would definitely do it different with all the information I know now, because my goal is financial freedom. My goal is economic empowerment. My goal is generational wealth, passing it down, having a legacy. So when you see this, this is the biggest secret in America. This is like the highest paid 6-figure jobs that does not require a degree, because there is no degree of medical sales. There's no degree of surgical devices. There's nothing. There's nothing. What they look for is sales experience. What they look for is clienteling experience, networking experience. And you can basically turn any existing, if you, first of all, invest in expert resume writing. I do resume writing, but you don't have to use me. You can learn or tutor yourself. But I'm going to say invest in expert resume writing so somebody can pull out your talents and convert them so it can be applicable to what they're looking for. They're looking for pizzazz. They're looking for someone to sell. They're looking for someone to connect, have clients, word of mouth, and somebody knows how to cultivate and manipulate social media. Now I do all my sales through social media. Back in the day, before Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, you had to literally go to the doctor's office, knock on doors with no invitations. Now that's not there. So your possibilities are endless. So that's what I'm showing you. 87% of people in a field. Have you ever seen a number that high in your life? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So, and they show you here like the highest paid states. So California, of course, with all the plastic surgery, 155, Florida, 147, Texas 142, New York 149, Pennsylvania 137, Ohio 147, Illinois 143, North Carolina 147, Georgia. Wow, Georgia, y'all getting down there with the booties. 158, and Michigan 130. Okay, and total compensation increased in California, Florida, Ohio, New York, and Georgia since 2016. In fact, the field of medical sales has enjoyed consistent increase salary over the year. So not only are you getting consistent increase in salary over the years, this is not something that you require education. You know, this is not something that you need a medical degree or something for. And even if you have a degree in anything, that makes it a little bit better. So I said, you know what? I want to challenge you. I want to challenge Connie. So I said, let me see if I can find a career opening. So I just went on to Career Builder. You guys have to watch the rest. I know it's a little bit longer than I said, but look at this. Medical sales. All right. This is in Queens, New York. Son, it's not even Manhattan. All right. It's a full-time job. Can you guys see that? Experience, at least 2 years. Do you see the pay? Am I seeing shit? $220,000, $600,000 a year. Your commission bonus is $550,000. I don't even know what's happening with this number. I'm ignoring it. Medical equipment, pharmaceutical sales. So normally I look at the job description. That's what I do. I always go all the way down and see the job requirements. This is the job requirements for a job that pays this much. This position is a W-2 commission opportunity, and your efforts can result in high dollar residual income. You are paid because on your efforts, and there is no cap to your earning potential. Candidates must have at least 2 years experience and a proven track record of selling or building relationships with independent physicians. Shit you can make up. That's it. It don't say no Harvard. It don't say no degree. It don't say nothing. And this is a legitimate, look at that. So why are you still broke? Why are we still going to college, putting ourselves in debt when you got 87% of white people in this field? Isn't it funny? People talk about help and diversity, and you probably watching this video and like your mouth is mad wide open. Even for the ones that say a college education, even for the one, let's do it together. Even for the ones that say college education, I have a master's. I wasn't making that much money with my degree when I got out of Cornell. It's crazy. I'm going to put in medical device sales, and I'm going to put associate. All right. And look how high the salary is. All right. So you can see right there, these are all jobs starting with an $80,000 base in medical sales. Because I changed the statistic right there to, $80,000 base. Okay. You're talking about entry level. You come in here, 80,000. I think, $85,000. So I think even if you go into the field and you're brand new, even if you have a degree and you had to earn it, this is a very lucrative industry, and it's America's best kept secret. It truly is. So guys, if you have any more questions, you let me know. I hope the video was not too long, but I think it definitely was worth it. There's other videos that I will do that talk about industries where you don't need to have a degree, where it's not education heavy, where you can be financially free. One good thing also about medical sales, it's a 1099, which means it's like real estate. You work for yourself. So you don't even have to work 8 hours a day. Your goal is to sell devices. You sell those devices, you got the rest of your day, the rest of your week free. And you can actually take that opportunity to start other businesses and invest that money into other things. So it's highly lucrative. I have more information. I'm going to post these links on my Hatchput Economics page, which I'm going to have in the description underneath the box, so you can click on that. That's my Facebook page, and all this information I'll be putting in the description link as well, so you guys can see. Thank you for watching Hatchput Economics, and again, like and subscribe. Thank you guys.